guys, welcome back to the garage, man. Today we're going to be working on pops. Well, tonight it's currently I just finished spraying the fenders and the hood and stuff for the EP3. I edited that video and I was like, screw it. I went ahead and I threw it up. I know 2 videos in one day, it's like the hell, but I figured why not, man? Why sit on it? It wasn't a very long video anyhow, but it's now, I don't know, it's like 10 o'clock at night, and it's like just one of those times I just don't feel like chilling in the house. I don't want to go to sleep. I can care less to watch TV right now. I want to work on something, you know what I mean? So I figured I'd come out and mess with pops a little bit. I'm actually really excited about this whole able to pull a code, and we have like an idea on what could be wrong with pops. I was doing some more research on it, man, and I really do think that this is the problem that I've been having with this bike from the very beginning. And I saw in the last freaking video when we were working on pops, somebody put in the comments that I should just change the fuel pump. Man, don't you think I've already done that? I've actually had 2 different fuel pumps in this bike already, including the one that was in it when I got it. This bike has had 3 different fuel pumps in it. So I'm gonna get this thing scooted over a little bit so we have some more room over there. Figured I'd start it up one last time before I tear it apart, because who knows, it might be the last time I ever hear it start. I'm not no motorcycle mechanic, bro, but it seems pretty simple enough. And we have to dump the oil, so I figured put a little bit of heat in the oil so get all of it out of there, you know what I'm saying? But I need to go in this dark ass backyard and find something to dump oil into. Yeah, I should have turned the lights on. Yes, the dog bowl! No worries, man. The dogs don't use this bowl anymore, as you can see by how dirty it is. I actually just went out and bought them one ginormous ass freaking tub, so whenever I feed them, I just fill that thing up and they all eat out of one bowl. It's easier. But I probably ought to clean this out, so whenever we do dump the oil, we can actually see what the oil looks like without all that shit in it. There we go, that's better. Now I gotta remember how the hell to change this oil, because I forget. No, I remember. Got a drain plug on the bottom. As easy as that. It's a 17. And it doesn't like to turn by hand. Good lord. God, it's a long ass drain plug. Holy crap. Guess it makes sense for as much as this bike vibrates. For the very little bit that I have actually ridden this bike, that oil is actually pretty dark. All I'm doing is just draining the oil right now, because we have to take the cover off the case on the other side over there, and I guess when you do that, it will actually dump oil. So that's the reason why I want to just get all the oil out of the bike. Well, there's our oil out of pops. Now it is obviously darker than what it was whenever I put it in there, but I guess it's not too terribly bad. It is still translucent, you know what I'm saying? Anyhow, and you know what, I am gonna take the key out of the ignition so I know not to start this damn thing. Hell, let's go ahead and pull the freaking plugs too, because it's simple enough. Don't want no accidents, you know what I mean, because there's no oil in it. But anyhow, I'm going to now be trying to figure out how to get this case off. Looks like it's relatively simple. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 Allen wrench head bolts. I think I got to get this out of the way. I think one of the videos I was watching, they had to get this out of the way, but it doesn't look like I'll have to. Probably better safe than sorry. May as well just get it out of the way, so I'm not sitting here trying to finagle this damn thing. Is that a zip tie, bro? Pops, I didn't even know that you're being held together with zip ties down here. Alright, so I should mention something really quick. For starters, thank you anybody who's actually watching this video and hanging out with me while we're working on pops. I know I mention it every time we're working on this bike, that I know a lot of people don't really care for it. And it's not really like due to comments and whatnot. It's due to the amount of views that a video gets whenever it's got pops in it, in the title. You know what I'm saying? Not very many people watch it, but for those of you who do, I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much, because this bike actually, this thing actually does excite me, man. Like, I want to I want to see the vision I have for this thing in my head actually come to life. I think it's probably obvious that I want to go with like a bobber style. I mean, this type of bike, there's not really too many different things that you can do. You could either go with like a bagger style, a bobber style, or like a cafe racer type of style. I'm leaning more towards the bobber style. Well, I guess you could make it like a chopper looking, also like the big raked front wheel and like all that. I don't know. No, I'm not really into choppers, dude. But I wouldn't mind this thing to be all bobbed out. What I was getting at is we do not have parts right now. So I made some phone calls to some local like motorcycle parts shops, and they don't have it. And I'm like, okay, so what? I mean, what do you do? Because I already looked them up on like Amazon and eBay, and the piece that I need is literally like $15, and it has me like, really? Like, should I trust that? I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I guess that's what we're gonna do. But the one that I was looking at purchasing, it does mention in the description, they recommend that you compare the one that's on your bike to the one that's in their pictures to make sure that they are similar. So that's the reason why I want to tear this out, so we could actually get our hands on and physically see what part it is that we're replacing, and then I can compare it to the pictures. Because first things first is try to get this footboard off of here. I've made the decision that I don't want to use the impact on any of this because I don't want to risk stripping anything out on this damn bike. Huh. It's not a 13 or a 14, so I'm guessing it must be a standard size. Let's see if I have the right Allen wrench for these. That fits. Ish. Really don't want to strip those. Good lord. Alright. Half inch. No bueno. What the fuck? 9/16. What the hell? 9/16 has just as much play as the 14. Well, hopefully it doesn't strip. That's all I have to say. Alright, I'm regretting not using the impact. Dun, dun, dun. Damn, look at that weight reduction, bro. Pops is already faster. Alright, so with that removed, there is absolutely nothing obstructing our way of getting this off. So it looks to me like it's just going to be these 4 bolts. Now, I don't know if this is like a beauty cover, and once we take those out, I don't know. We're gonna find out. Yeah, I think this is gonna end up being a beauty cover. Decorative panel. I gotta paint this sumbitch while I have it off. I am wanting to get rid of all the chrome. Oh crap. Okay, I gotta remove that. Well, I was mistaken. We have to remove the gear shifter. Alright, now we should be in business. Bum bum bum! There it is. Wow, I see why that's covered up. Because that is ugly as fuck.
But I don't know what kind.
You said it's a what?
On the wall by my fridge.
But what is it?
It's a bug.
What kind of bug?
I don't know what kind of bug. That's what I'm saying is I can't get close enough to find out. I'm too scared to. It's either a cricket, a roach, or a scorpion.
So which one can you handle?
A cricket.
If it was a cricket, what would you do?
Just like watch it while I walk past it. I would leave it there.
If you knew for sure it was a scorpion, what would you do?
I would spray it.
And if you knew for sure it was a cockroach, what would you do?
I would call you.
You would call me, or you would gather the kids and leave the house?
I would call you.
Oh.
To ask you to come.
So what you're telling me is you want me to just completely stop what it is I'm doing right now to drive to your house to take care of a bug?
Yes, Bravus, please. Like, if I just knew it wasn't a fucking a roach. Like that, I am fine. It's just the fact that I can't tell what it is to get close enough to see it. Like that's the only thing. Like if it was a scorpion, I'd spray it. I'd deal with it myself. But because I don't know that it's not a roach, I'm too scared to spray it because. Oh
why don't you just spray it either way? Because if it's a
no, because my can doesn't say roach and scorpion killer. It says scorpion and spider killer. So for all I know, that shit don't work on that roach, and that roach is gonna go climbing up my fucking walls, or I'm gonna lose it, or no, Bravus, no, I can't, no.
You see, I deal with this shit all the time, bro. I'm gonna get there and watch. It's gonna be like a dirty spot on the wall. This woman is lucky she only lives like 3 minutes down the freaking street. New rule.
Yeah.
You interrupt the video, you become part of the video.
Okay. Show them my Christmas tree at least.
Yep, there's your Christmas tree. It's making, oh, it stopped. I was gonna say it's making the damn camera flicker. Where's it at?
It's in the corner.
Down there?
Yeah. What is that?
Dude,
What is it?
Gabby, that, I swear to God, that's a dust bunny, bro.
No, that's a bug.
What is it?
It's a bug.
Yeah, but can you see it?
No.
Like in the camera?
No, it's a roach, I think.
You think that's a roach?
Yeah.
It looks like a cocoon.
Just kill it.
Oh, it was. Oh, it was. Oh my, yeah, oh bullshit, that's killing it. That was a scorpion. Dude, that was a big one.
Did it kill it?
That's the biggest one I've seen at your house.
Did it kill it?
Dude, it's fire. Yes, it killed it. Oh my God. Okay, so Gabby's house has a scorpion problem.
Okay, first of all, no.
Yes.
No.
No, yes.
No.
It definitely does.
No.
It has a scorpion. That's what, the 16th?
No, it's like the 9th,
9th?
maybe.
I have, dude, I have never seen.
Almost a year.
I have never seen this. Like, look, I know I live in Arizona, but I have never seen a scorpion other than at the lake. Any of the houses I've ever lived in.
Me either. But you, now I'm not even. I'm concerned that you didn't even kill it, because.
It's dead.
All right. Well, I got my spray just in case. See, I could have handled it if I'd have known it was a scorpion. I could have handled it. I couldn't tell what.
Gabby, that thing is freaking dead.
Okay.
Do you want me to double tap it or what?
That's my broom. No, that's my broom.
No, by all means, double tap.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was a big one. You see how flat it was on the wall?
Yeah, that's why I was telling you, like, I couldn't tell if it.
Well, that is what's left of it. It's definitely dead. Definitely. Goodbye.
No doubt about it.
Adios. Alright, now we haven't. Hey, at least we're gone long enough for our mess here to dry up. So yeah, so far it looks like this definitely looks a lot different from the ones that I was watching the guys take apart on YouTube. But yeah, I need to basically crack this case open. So this is going to be the wiring harness right here to what it is that we are trying to get to. Yeah, this one right here has got the 3 yellow wires. That's going to be for the stator. And this plug right here is going to be for the 2 pickup coils that are inside of there. And that's what we're trying to get to, is the pickup coils. So I'm going to go ahead and pull all these bolts out right here, going all the way around, crack this casing open. That looks smaller than a 10. Oh yeah. Bang bang. Those are 8s. Here we go. Point of no return. There it is. So this thing right here is the stator, and those two things right there are our coil pickups. And it looks like I got this off without damaging the gasket, which is good. And as you can see, there is the oil they're talking about that was going to drip out, which I imagine probably was going to be a lot more if we didn't drain it. Yeah, there's our contraption, bro. So now I guess we just got to remove these Phillips screws, and then we could pull our pickups out. Holy crap, that's tight. Position you guys really quick so you can see what it is I have to do in order to get those screws to turn without stripping them. So if you guys have a screw like that, that you could tell it's gonna strip out. You know one that always does? You know those Phillips head screws that hold your rotors on? Whenever you're doing your brake job and you go to take the rotor off and those Phillips head screws are on there, this works really good for that. They actually make a tool that you could put a Phillips tip in, and it's designed to hammer, and whenever you hammer it turns. I have one, but we don't need that here. But anyhow, whenever you have a screw like this that like this feels like it's gonna strip, so what you do is you get yourself in the position with the hand that you're holding it. You want to push down, but you also want to apply the loosening pressure. You know what I'm saying? You want to turn it in the direction of loosening. While doing so, you tap on the back of the screwdriver with a hammer. Whew. Good Lord. I imagine these probably have to be tight so they don't vibrate out. I don't think it's I don't think that it is that they are tight. I think they probably had Loctite on them, you know what I mean? Because that would probably be catastrophic if that if one of those screws vibrated out on the inside of all this shit moving around. There it is. That's our part. That's it right there. Holy crap, all this time. Well, I hope. All right, now before I forget, this casing, whenever I went to go take it off, I realized very quickly that all the bolts for this damn thing are all completely different lengths. So these are the bolts that I took out, dude. Look at this. That is crazy. Like, there's super long ones and then a really short one and then all these medium-sized ones. So the first one that I took out was this long one, and I made sure to set them in the order as I took them out. And the very first one that I took out was this one right here. So I want to mark it somehow. I'm just going to put an X right there. So I know that that's the first one. Started right here, so that was the first bolt. And then it goes around 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and there's 8 bolts altogether. So I'm actually going to lay the bolts out like this, so now I have them numbered, and I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of it with my phone as well, just in case anything gets moved around. And now I'll go ahead and put a piece of tape over the top of the bolts so they don't move. Because like I said, man, we don't have parts right now. I needed to get these out so that I can make sure to compare them to the ones in the picture and make sure that they're the same ones. So I want to make sure whenever our parts do come in, I don't get things like that mixed up. All right, guys, well, the pickup coil that I found on Amazon, it's $27, and I mean, it looks pretty damn similar to what it is we just pulled off the bike. I mean, it kind of does look like it looks like the wiring, like the little pigtail for it, is longer than what this one is. But I mean, that's the only real difference that I see. I mean, if you look at that little metal bracket on the bottom, do you see where the holes are, where the screws go through? Like how it like bulges out like that. And if you look at these ones, it's the exact same way. Like where the wiring harness comes out looks different. You see how that one has like a piece of metal that crosses over the top of it. This one doesn't, but I feel like that's probably details that doesn't really matter. But yeah, other than that, dude, I mean, this has like a brown box around that little centerpiece right there, that little pin, where that one's black. But I don't know, dude. I'm paying attention, I think, to too close of detail. They look pretty damn similar to me. Little rubber boot that blocks off the little notch that's in the engine. That looks the same. Yeah, that looks the same as mine. So, and my bike is a 2001 Kawasaki 1500 Drifter. So, and I have heard that these engines are similar to the VN 1500 that comes on the Vulcan. So this has 2001 through 2005. It says Kawasaki Drifter, Vulcan 1500, VN 1500. So I mean, the description all matches, bro, and the pictures, it looks pretty damn similar to me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and send it, and I'm gonna order it. Unfortunately, they don't have any available on Prime, so it's not going to be here until probably like a week or so, but at least it's going to be on its way, you know what I'm saying? So I got my mess all cleaned up. I taped those bolts down like I mentioned. I kind of sprayed this out with a little bit of brake cleaner and tried to kind of degrease it, and got all my stuffs in here. I got to dump that oil, but I'm going to do that tomorrow. Cleaned up my mess, got all my tools put away. So hell yeah, bro. I feel accomplished. We got the part off, but that's pretty much all I really wanted to get done before I went to bed. So if you guys stayed and watched this video all the way to the end, I appreciate you. Make sure to throw hashtag DBFam in the comments down below. I'm excited to get Pops actually running good so I can enjoy that damn bike and start doing some work to it to make it look a lot nicer. I feel like we're just one step closer. Peace out. Good night.